Hey everyone, it's Trish. I am back with a pregnancy update. I am 15 weeks as of 2 days ago, so I went last Tuesday for my 14-week appointment, and things are going well. It was just a very typical appointment. They weigh you, they take a urine sample, they check your blood pressure, which mine was very good, and then the doctor uses the Doppler to listen to the heartbeat. And I mean, right away, as soon as he put it on, bam, 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 he said, everything is great. I will go back at 18 weeks because you go every 4 weeks for an appointment, and that will be 18 weeks. I just said that. And then 2 weeks after that, I'm actually scheduled for a level 2 ultrasound, which they start sending you to, I believe, I don't even know if it's over 30 or over 35, which I am. So, but I had them both with my son and my daughter. So we're hoping for a super outcome with this third child. With my first child, he had a 2-vessel cord, which wasn't a huge concern, but it was something that I was closely monitored for. And then of course with my daughter, at 20 weeks is when we were told at that time that she had 1 kidney. I still need to do a video about that because it ended up being very different than one might expect. Let's just say if I go in this time and they tell me this baby has 3 legs, I'm gonna go, yeah, right. But that's a whole another video and a whole another story. Speaking of which, today, the attire, the super casual mom hat and everything, we went to Deanna Rose Farmstead, which is about 30 minutes or so from my house today, with my son and my daughter, and then we met up with a really good friend and 3 of her daughters, and just had a really good time. But this was the attire. This is the time I have to shoot 3 or so videos, so you're probably going to be seeing me wear this. I won't be changing outfits to fool you in any way. I'll be wearing the hat because if I take this off, as most people know, if you've been wearing a hat most of the day, it's not that pretty. But anyway, so just some other things that have been going on with me in the pregnancy. I've had some indigestion, not heartburn, which I always, or at least with my other 2 pregnancies, have gotten horribly. This indigestion is more just a very uncomfortable, full feeling, even if I've only eaten a little bit. So to combat that in just some natural ways, I tried to just, eat a snack or eat smaller meals just every hour or so instead of sitting down and having a huge dinner. If I sit down and eat with the family, I just eat a little bit at that time, and then I wait and then eat, a little bit more later, or eat something else later, which is really honestly giving me a chance to eat a big variety of foods. It's not spicy foods that cause this for me. A lot of people have told me with my indigestion, oh, it's because you're eating spicy foods. With my heartburn, it wasn't that. It's just that the baby is taking up so much room and shoving everything up. And then I know whatever pipe tube it is that would normally block that acid is open so that the baby can absorb more nutrients, from my understanding, and get more, is open during a pregnancy. So, but I haven't had that yet. But the indigestion, my biggest way that I have combated that or helped relieve it in a lot of ways, this is going to be in my favorites video coming up too, is I bought some pure peppermint. It's just completely peppermint herbal tea. I did check with my doctor because I know that some teas are safe to have when you're pregnant and some are allegedly not. This is caffeine free. It's just 100% pure peppermint because I read about it, and it has made a huge difference for me. If I do kind of get that feeling and I make just 1 cup of it and kind of sip it, usually about 30 minutes later, I'm feeling a ton better. It's not something I've had to drink every day, so I don't really worry about any of those kind of side effects. I would say that I've 3 times I've used it, but it has really helped. And another thing I've done is kind of just propping the bed up so that I'm making sure I don't get the acid reflux. So on my side of the bed, I actually have a couple of very old dictionaries that I have that have my side of the bed inclined of just probably 2 inches. And that seems to be making a difference with the indigestion as well, and hopefully will help with the heartburn later, which I'll probably get. Fatigue is starting to diminish a little bit. I mean, I really can feel it though if I push myself and I'm doing a lot and I've gone to the park and I've come home and I fixed dinner and I've done all what I would do in my normal routine. I am pretty much done about 8 o'clock. I think last night, I think my husband and I we were watching the Women's College World Series softball, and we both fell asleep before the end of the championship game. We both woke up and said, do you know who won? No, I fell asleep. Do you know who won? He's like, no, I fell asleep. So luckily we DVR'd it and went back and watched it. But that's just how knocked out we both are. So maybe he's having some sympathy symptoms with this pregnancy as well. Maybe he was just tired too. So I did that. I've really been trying to enjoy my other kids as much as I can, especially since it's summer and I'm a teacher. Really, you know, trying to do things with them, trying to spend some one-on-one time with each of them, trying to spend that quality time, because I know they're gonna feel jealous and left out, and I'm gonna feel what's the word, annoyed with myself. I mean, you know, when the new baby comes, it seems so far away, but yet it's really so close. And before, it seems summer is like, oh, teachers, you get 12 weeks off. No, we don't. A lot of people will actually start going in, you know, once a week or so in the next couple of weeks, because you have to get your classroom ready. And you really, when you are required to report back, there isn't any time to set up your room. So you do a ton of things as teachers outside of your contracted time. Trust me, we have worked enough unpaid hours, so to say, to enjoy the summer. So, I mean, anybody who says that about a teacher, you really need to get your teaching license and give it a go then, because it's a lot trickier than what you think. I'm not complaining, because it's an awesome, amazing job, and the fact that I get to stay home with my kids over the summer is just a wonderful perk that I don't take for granted in any way. But anyway, trying to spend time with them. Let's see, anything else I want to tell you about? Oh, just really increasing my water intake. I have had some constipation. I think that's just part of the pregnancy, and part of any kind of vitamins sometimes can make things not move as well as they should have. So lots of water, lots of prunes have really helped too. Plus they're kind of sweet, so that kind of helps if you're having that craving to have something healthy. It's working for me anyway. So I'm going to share a few of those things in my favorites video that you will probably see here in the next couple days, and I will be wearing the same outfit. So anyway, oh, that's what's going on. Let me show you my bump. I really feel like I have just, and probably since I posted my last vlog, I'm really, you know, bumped out, and especially I can really tell after I eat. So I will scoot back and show you what my bump is looking like at 15 weeks. So actually, I think it's been 5 weeks since my last vlog, perhaps. Let's see if I can get in the video. I am wearing, oh, and I'm going to show this in a haul, but I got this at Target. It's an extra small. When I put it on today, I was like, oh, it's barely fitting, or fitting fairly well. So I'm wearing some maternity leggings. I don't really have to be wearing them, but they are super comfortable. So this is my bump at this point for baby number 3. Feels like it's sticking out a lot to me a lot earlier. So I think at this point when people look at me, they probably think I'm pregnant. I think maybe walking around today, they were, you know, they see my daughter who is 13 months, but she probably looks more like a 9-month-old. They probably just think it's still baby chub from her, but it's totally not. It's a whole another baby. So anyway, there we are. So I will update you again probably at 18 weeks unless something else comes up. I'm not expecting any other symptoms or anything to be occurring in between there. And if not, at the 18-week mark, then I'll be turning around and giving you the 20-week update with how the ultrasound went. So hopefully, I'm just, you know, really wanting my husband to come along to that one, and just really hopeful that they say everything looks great. So hopefully that will be the case. And until I see you in the next video, take care.